All right, here we go. Spheres today. Like balls, they're not circles. Okay, circles are flat. Spheres are three-dimensional. So I honestly, spheres are some of the simplest things to work with because all you need is the radius to do the surface area or the volume. You just need the radius. So let's look. Again, add these. You should be adding these to your note card. All these formulas clearly laid out on a nice note card for yourself. So surface area is 4 pi radius squared. And it says, what's the surface area of a sphere with the diameter 14? Okay, so that means the radius is 7. Given in terms of pi and rounded. Okay, fair enough. So we'll put the 7 in there. And then when we get the 7 squared times the 4, we get 196 pi. So that's in terms of pi. We did that part. Now we grab the calculator and multiply it out, and we get 616 inches squared. That's nearest inch. Next, what's the surface area of a melon with a circumference of 18? Okay, so again, we put our formula. We want surface area. But we are not given the radius, are we? We are given the circumference. So we are going to have to do a little work to get that radius in this situation. We are given the circumference is 18. You know the formula for circumference. What is it? Yep, pi times diameter is one of them. But what's the other one that has the radius in it? That's right, 2 pi r. So instead of writing circumference, I'm just putting the formula in place of it. Now I can solve for radius. Divided by 2 pi, divided by 2 pi. Radius is equal to 9 over pi. Now I don't want to multiply that out, okay, because if I'm going to be rounding at the end, I don't want an approximation starting here. I want to grab my calculator on the last step. So I go over here, pi, 9 over pi squared. So what I recommend is that right now you try this to make sure you get it. Notice it says nearest 10 square inches. So we're rounding to the tens place this time, not the tenths and not the whole, the tens. So you should grab your calculator and do 9 divided by pi equals squared times pi times 4. And you should, if you did it properly, get 100 inches squared. So try that out. All right, let's move on to volume. Volume, here we go. Again, love these formulas. And yes, it has a fraction, so it makes sometimes a little more difficult, but all you need is a radius. So if you got the radius, you've got the volume of a sphere. A sphere has a diameter of 60 inches, so right away I go up there and I write the radius is 30, so I don't make a mistake and put 60 in. What's the volume to the nearest? Plug it in. And let's see, what are we going to get? When we take 30 cubed times 4 divided by 3, you should get 36,000 pi. And now it says nearest inch. And when you multiply that at this point, it comes out to about 113,097 inches cubed. Make sure you're getting these. You can always stop the video if I'm moving too fast from one problem to the next. This is the most difficult one, so you want to pay clear attention. The volume of the sphere it gives you. Wah, wah, wah. And they want you to find the surface area. Wah, wah, wah. So we want surface area, which of a sphere, we had just said what it was. What was it, class? That's right, it's 4 pi r squared. And so all we need is radius, but they don't give us radius. All they give us is volume. So instead, I'm going to be going over here now and putting my volume formula in place of volume, right? Volume is equal to this. So instead of the V, I'm going to put the formula in here. So let's do that. 4/3 pi r cubed. Now you have to solve this for r and plug it in here. Okay, don't panic. Get rid of this first. Get rid of the fraction by multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, so we have pi r cubed equals, that's got to come out even. 4 into 4,200, doesn't it? 1, 4, 0, 2, 0, 0, 1,050. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. All right, divide by pi. That's gone. And the last thing we have is that cube. So you do the opposite of cubing. So I'm going to rewrite this just so you can see it. Cube root, the whole thing. So the cube roots cancel and you're left with the r is equal to the cube root of 1,050 over pi. Now, we go back up here and it's 4 times pi times the cube root of 1,050 over pi squared. So let me walk you through that on your calculator. You do the 1,050 divided by pi equals. Then you're looking for this cube root button. I'm pretty sure all your calculators have it. You just got to look a little. You might be the second function or even the third function, but it's there. If not, let me know and I can help you find it, or ask an older brother or sister and they can help you find it. So 1,050 divided by pi equals cube root equal, well, it should just cube root, then square, x squared button, then times pi, then times 4. You should get, if you went to the nearest tenth, you should get this. Please check that, because if you're not, you'll likely get it wrong then when the test comes. Okay? So if you need to re-listen to that, go ahead. Otherwise, as always, have a great day. God bless.